Hey guys, so today we're at the Honeydew Animal Clinic in Johannesburg, and we're going to have a look around the facility to see what they're really about. So I've been bringing my dogs here for the last 12 to 15 years, and I've got friendly with one of the vets, Jason, and over the weekend we had a chat and he told me about all these different things that they're doing and the growth, and we thought it would be great content to share with you guys. So Johan, myself and Trevor are going to have a walk around the place, do some interviews and just see what this is all about. I'm excited, so here we go.
This is our day-to-day lab that we use. It runs everything from hematology, biochemistry, to endocrine tests. So there you're looking at anything like liver, kidneys, everything that we need to kind of know on a day-to-day what's happening with the cases in hospital, and specifically with the very intense medical cases. So in here is our diagnostic room. Well, one of the diagnostic rooms, specifically our ultrasound that we use sort of on a daily basis, anything from normal abdominal ultrasounds to echocardiology, basically looking at the heart. We've also got our scopes, which is quite important for sort of having a look, if you need to look into the lungs, anything visual like that, going down gastroscopes, colonoscopies, all the stuff that, any hospital needs. So it's quite a great machine to have, that and the ultrasound. This is a consultation room, one of two that we have. Typically, back in the old days before COVID, used to bring obviously clients and animals in here. We've kind of got to the point where obviously we prefer just bringing the animals in, obviously just from a safety concern. But this is where the general day-to-day activities will start. Do your clinical with your dog. You've got your microscope to visualize anything that you do on a blood smear. Got your stains there that you need to use in order to stain your blood smears. And then some of the just other products that we do sell from time to time for sort of other specific problems. Sometimes the nutraceuticals that we just put here. But this is where it'll start, and then once we've got an idea where to go, then we start moving to the back for a little bit of workspace. All right. Okay, so we'll go back now into the working space. So this is kind of our back room where we'll do morning rounds, a little bit on the go, so it's a little bit dirty as is, but that's meaning we're busy at present. So dogs will come here in the morning from the kennels, where you'll do your morning rounds. You'll check, what's the evening activities been? Are they looking better? Are they looking worse? And from here, most of your vets will decide, okay, what's further objectives for the day? Do we need more bloods? Do we need more diagnostic imaging? Or is it like emergency and we need to go now into surgery, something like that? From here also we dispense a lot of our drugs for the day-to-day stuff that will come from a consultation. So these are the quick on-hand drugs that we just need to sort of dispense over the counter. We do have another pharmacy in the back here, and then sort of the more scheduled drugs are kept sort of elsewhere, just out of arm's reach for anyone now. Okay, so this is one of the dogs going X-ray at the moment. Came in as a lameness case, so we're just busy X-raying its elbow. It is sedated at the moment, just to allow for adequate X-ray and positioning. So Bianca's doing a fantastic job here with Innocent. Okay, so this is our retail section, basically holding most of the food that we keep on hand. A lot of times this is a lot of basically the prescription diets that we sort of advise for specific problems. Hyperallergenic, weight loss programs, cardiac disease, renal disease, sort of gastroenteritis, a lot of the stuff. And then we also carry your typical day-to-day normal sort of maintenance foods for dogs, cats, and all of that. So yeah, we carry a range of stuff. Everyone likes variety at the end of the day. Beds, all of that. You might see one or two cats chilling here. It's not a patient, it's our cat.
Does this operate, can people anybody can come here. They don't have to go to the vet. They can just come here as well. Yeah.
Yeah, they can come here, grab their food. So we do have a grooming parlor here. Okay. So on a daily basis, we might have anything from 15 to 25 dogs coming for grooming.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so quite busy. And what's nice is that they'll come through, collect their doggies. Maybe on the way out they see a nice treat. Want to spoil them for the day.
Impulse buy.
Yeah, it is strategic.
Exactly. So if I have a pug, should I bring him to a grooming parlor?
Yeah, that's why not.
You go to a gym first because he's getting fat.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you don't feed them too much. That's the biggest thing.
He likes food.
Yeah, they do. And what's nice about the grooming parlor being on the premises with us is that if one of our groomers see, okay, this doggy's not looking so well, maybe, or there's an ear infection, so we do try to say to them, listen, keep an eye open for certain things, especially dental disease, which is a massive thing owners don't sort of see. It's not often you lifting your dog's mouth to see.
Sure.
They'll bring the dog to us.
Okay.
The dogs are in the building, so we have a look, we give them sort of a quick overlook, and then we'll give the owners a ring and say, ma'am, Fluffy's got this problem, did you know? And they'll say, oh, well, we didn't know.
Sure.
We're willing to treat it here if you're happy to go for it.
So this is part of those 3 brands. So outside it says, I think it's up there,
yes.
Groomer Pet, Treater Pet,
and
the clinic
part of it, yeah.
So those are the 3 kind of pillars or such.
Yeah, so there's Groomer Pet, Treater Pet, and vet care clinics. So Groomer Pet and Treater Pet are kind of the food and the grooming. The veterinary is obviously veterinary based, and then as I say, we're opening another one, the holistic side of it, with the acupuncture and with the rehabilitation side of it as well.
Brilliant.
So getting a whole sort of treatment base at the end of the day. So I'll quickly take you guys through the grooming. Just have a quick view. That's going to be a lot of hair and a lot of noise. So this will be a little bench where the guys do a little bit of the basically drying them. A little bit of a bath here, and Maria is one of our head groomers. She cuts all the nice styles that you see on the nice Yorkies, on the nice poodles at the end of the day. So can get very noisy and very you can just see hair blasting everywhere.
I can imagine.
Yeah, so you get a lot of fluffy dogs. My father's a vet, growing up in the family, every day, growing up in the clinic. So for me, it was either 2 things. It was either a vet or a game ranger. So
there's our link.
Yeah.
That's why we do this.
And I don't know, I just loved sort of growing up sort of in the clinic, seeing every day-to-day things, and I kind of knew what I was getting into, before it.
And what we're doing at the moment is otology, or study of the treatment of the ear. And this little chappie has chronic ear infections down at the eardrum. He's had a flush before, but there's still some residue sitting down at the eardrum, so we're going to go in and with the actual fluid and the catheter and the videoscope flush it off the eardrum, so we can basically allow that to heal far better.
Perfect, yeah. So, I don't want to disturb you as you're going with your decisions, but you've probably done this a million times before. And from what I understand, you've been here from pretty much the beginning. How did it all start, and how has it sort of evolved over the years for you at this?
At our clinic.
At your clinic.
This clinic started off in 1974. Okay, I qualified in 74, and a chappie called Izzy Bacher, who basically, if you remember, there's Ali Bacher, they were all in cricket.
Yes.
That was the family. Izzy was a vet and Ali was a doctor. And Izzy built this initially. And I spent 3 years in the Defence Force, and then in the meantime I did part-time work here, and then I joined this practice in 1977. So we've been here since 1977, the practice actually from 1974. Initially when we started, we were mainly large animals. We did pigs, we did cows, we did rabbits, we did anything that had 4 legs and that was sick. But slowly over the years we've evolved. We went from being just a total spread of animals to mainly horses, race horses, equine speciality, and then we slowly evolved into mainly small animals. So at the moment we're now a fully small animal clinic. And our technology obviously has improved dramatically over the years. We've gone from a basic 1974 Spain to 2021 with all the necessary equipment that you can do for specialities.
That's amazing. That was actually leads me to my next question. Like, I mean, you said now that the technology, is that the biggest sort of change that you've witnessed in the veterinary industry over the last sort of 20 years?
Oh yes, without a doubt. You know, when I qualified, I think the most technological upgrade we had was being able to do an ultrasound. From now we've gone from ultrasound to digital radiography to CT scans to MRIs to microsurgery to intra-articular surgery. So our veterinary profession, I should imagine, has escalated 1,000 times in the technology and the ability. So, and we as a clinic try to keep up with it.
So I studied at University of Pretoria, specifically Onderstepoort, which is a campus north of the normal campus.
Yes.
Small, sort of close community. You know, in my year, there was only about 120 vets. So it's not a lot of people per year. You know, some have 140, some have 160. They're trying to bring it up, but it's a very close campus. A lot of good fun, a lot of good years.
Should we talk about that off air?
It was only 7 years, but I wish it was 12. So, so I enjoy what we call medicine and surgery, the two different parts. I'm currently studying a distant course through UK university in order to gain what you'd say an advanced practitioner in, let's say, medicine.
Sure.
So that's the route to follow in time. Yeah.
Okay, so I've been here this is my 9th year now. So I've basically just started as a general practitioner. I've always had a keen interest in the rehabilitation side. And in the last, I'd say 3 years, we've really tried to focus on trying to give more of a holistic approach to veterinary care. And we've realized that doing physiotherapy is going to facilitate better just holistic care. So better pain control and just decreasing the amount of medication you need to treat the animals, and then just making the clients happier because the pets heal faster. Yes. Obviously for me, the focus is definitely on the rehabilitation, getting the rehab practice running. We're doing a lot of cases already, but it's not fully fledged. So our goal is to get an underwater treadmill, which is going to facilitate healing so much. It's just we need it up and running. We obviously need the facility up and running. So that for me is definitely, we want to build that and grow. We want to be able to run that on its own every day and basically just be there. But I also have a keen interest in medicine, so I want to still be here, specifically cats, sort that out here. So I don't want to leave this side completely. But I think growing because there's nothing in this area. The closest would be doggy paddle in Cedar, in Fourways. So, something that we can really benefit from, our clients will really benefit from it.
Okay, so that was real. I think it's eye-opening to see how much goes into a practice like this. I mean, when I bring my dogs in, I'm like worried that they're going to be okay, but the depth of knowledge, the depth of experience, the depth of facility, it's been eye-opening. I think the one thing that shone through with a lot of these people is the passion with what they do. It can't be easy having to deal with people and dogs and emotions, but it's been great. It's been, like I said, eye-opening, and without a doubt, my dogs are going to keep on coming here because this is passion, man. This is real.
Head for the sun, follow your footsteps, edge of the world, right to your doorstep, home, anywhere you wanna go, beyond the stars, out where the sun sets, we'll find the light, and we'll keep it our secret home, anywhere.
Please remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel. If you have any suggestions for Wild Eye TV, please leave your comments below. Thank you for watching.
Anywhere you wanna go.